Our next segment is a comedy segment by Omar Regan, who is in the film Time Hoppers. He's a producer and director also of the film American Sharia. And keep going. He is a dear friend of mine, and he's an actor and director. And his film comes out on February 7th at AMC. It's like over 550 theaters around the country. And it's the first Muslim animated feature. So Omar Regan, there you go.
Thank you, Sue. Yes, salam alaikum. Oh man, it's been heavy, huh? It's been some heavy talking up in here. I like it, but you guys look good. You've been taking it. You don't know what you look like because you can't see you. This is what you look like, look. I got a question. Why did we came to one of the coldest places to meet and talk. I mean, listen, and where's my white family? White people, you guys are amazing. Last night it was so cold, I saw a white lady in heels with no socks. I was like, she's not, my toes was cold. I was holding on to my toes like, oh, I'm sorry if I've taken you for granted. But I don't like that little system that they have where you got to stand up there and freeze with everybody waiting on an Uber. I said, this, we got to have a meeting. I don't like it. Okay, so where's the non-Muslims at? How y'all doing? Hey, salams. Yeah, hey, where you guys at? Where are you? Hi, there you go, Miss Maureen. I saw you. I thought you was going to get that. You know, I saw the blackness coming out. I said, oh, yeah. That's why when they mentioned the black, I was like, we here. It's no, you do. I know. I appreciate you. You was like, yeah, that black, we see it in the black community. I said, I know all about it. Because part of my life, I grew up Blackistani. When my mother converted to Islam, I was 5 years old, and we were learning Islam from the Tablighi Jamaat. Yes, and you know we have black culture, but I'm in the hood. And the first thing they was like is Prophet Muhammad was Arabian, and you want to change your manner of dress. And I said, okay, and then they gave me some Pakistani clothes. I said, I thought he was from Arabia. And I opened up the package, and I opened it and said, these pants was like, I was like, I can't fit these. And my teacher was from India. He was like, one size fits all. And I said, how? You could put like 8 people in these shalwars. And the challenge for me with the shalwar was that the teacher, he held up this white rope. He was like, you must put this in your shalwar. This is called your nara. It was just a thick white rope that I had to pull around just in order to be able to pull it. And so I go outside and I'm playing, and I got to give you this picture. I'm in the hood in Detroit. I am the only black boy running around in a light blue shalwar kameez. My neighbors is looking at me like, oh my God, it's the black Aladdin. And I'm like, oh, and then I didn't know that my shalwar had came out the bottom. This nara came there, and somebody just stepped on my nara because they was like, black Aladdin has a white tail. And I went through this. Kimberly Crenshaw, she labeled this intersectionality in 1989, but I was already struggling on that intersection, just being black and Muslim and now Blackistani. And then where's these Arabs at? Oh, yeah, you guys gave me a hard time with this Arabic language. At first, I kept looking at y'all. They was like, you got to study the alphabet. I could not get the ain. I kept looking at y'all when y'all was talking. They would be like, salamu alaikum. The black community, you know what I'm saying? We know how to, we jazzed it up a little bit. Hey, salamu alaikum, you know. The Arabs came in, assalamu alaikum. And I'm like, how do you say that? And they was like, you got to learn your alphabets, alif, ba, ta. But I had all of this energy even when I was little. And it was boring. I was like, alif, ba, who's alif, alif, ba. So I put these two Arabic alphabets together, and then I made my own little song. Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, ooh. They was like, haram. And the problem was, I cannot tell y'all, I got in so much trouble. I didn't even know why I could tell y'all this, right? I was there, put these two Arabic alphabets together. When I started doing the swat thought, they was like, you have to put your tongue swat bond. I was like, I am putting my tongue over to the side. I was like, this is not okay. I told my brother, these next two letters, I know how we can get them. He was like, how? I was like, just act like you're being choked. Ah. It was the ayn and the ghayn. I had to put my whole body in the ayn, ghayn. I'm like, ayn, ghayn, just to get it out. This was a struggle for me. Ayn, ghayn. I put the next two letters together. I got in so much trouble. I was like, fuck off. And the teacher came. Stop laughing. The teacher came in there, haram. What are you saying? I was like, fuck off. I didn't even get it. I didn't even get it. I didn't even know. He heard something else. I got in so much trouble. But that just let me know I was ahead of my time because, black people, we got our own culture. You know what I'm saying? And I found out we have, the similarities. Where's my people from India? Where are you? Hey, Shahira. Look, with black people, when we see each other, automatically, let me see where my black, you see that? We see that from across the room. She had no idea. She had no idea. It just catches you off guard. When I give you that nod, you know what I'm saying? She responds. It's communication. How you doing? Everything all right? Watch out. They right behind you. It's a black thing. When I was like, man, we do this. Well, we don't know nothing about the person. Especially here in Utah. Here in Utah, we see another black person. You good? Yeah. Look, I found out in India, they have the same thing. They just do it a little different. Pay attention. This is communication. I witnessed it at the airport when the young lady, she went through security and she stopped and she looked back at Baba and she said, and Baba was all the way on the other side of security and he said, "Artie, bye." And I got emotional because I understood the whole conversation. I said, they do that too. But yeah, our differences. I went over to Saudi with my black culture. And black culture, we kind of strong with it. We make sure we give salams with muscles. Salam alaikum, rahmatullah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I didn't know that the Arabs, they have something that I like to call bromance. Very bromantic, but I didn't know it. Because in black culture, if somebody's staring at you, you stare back. And you better not break the stare. And if you were there first, you stand your ground. You don't move. I went there with my black culture, and I'm there, and all of a sudden, this sheikh, dressed in all white, this true, he just, across the room, he started staring at me. I stared back. That's all I knew. Then he started approaching me. So I stood my ground. And out of nowhere, he took his arms and he just wrapped them around me, real delicate. And I said, oh. I wasn't ready. And then he whispered the salams in my ear. Salam alaikum. I was like, oh, I didn't even hear the ayn now. He whispered, and then out of nowhere, he kissed me. Oh, it's not black culture. I wasn't ready. And he was a little shorter than me, so he kissed me on my neck. And his lips was wet. And I was like, oh, I don't even know your name. Oh. And then I looked over, and the sheikh was kissing everybody. Some people got 3 kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I got jealous. I'm like, hey, Sheikh, you owe me 2 more. But let's keep them up, keep them up. Keep them up. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And look, this is when you gotta, like the Quran tells us, he says he only made, well, I didn't say only, he said he made us different so we can get to know each other. And I'm taking my time getting to know each other, but I didn't know what I was gonna learn. Like in my culture, black men don't walk holding black man hand. In Detroit, we didn't do that. In Saudi, it was perfectly normal. They was like, Yani, Yani, Habibi, Yani. And the same sheikh who kissed me, true story, I'm faced this way, and the sheikh, he just crept up on me. He like a ninja, I didn't hear him coming. And he just politely, he just grabbed my hand. And I tensed up. I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, oh, sheikh, this is too much. In my mind, I was like, no. But haram, I knew this guy, he has so much bright light coming from within him. I knew it was just me. So I was like, okay, Sheikh, I'm going to walk holding your hand. But can I tell you what the most uncomfortable part about this thing was? Salama? His fingers interlocked with my fingers. No, I was like, haram, this too much. And I'm walking like this, and I'm holding his hand, and I was like, if the homies could see me now, this would be a misunderstanding. Allah. Oh, that happened. And then they invited me to dinner. Let me tell you something. You're not ready. You hang out with these Arabs. They are hospitable. They're some of the most nicest people. It's like, Yani, please sit down. And I went in there, and it was like this big round platter. It was huge. And they had rice all over this platter. And then they had a whole sheep. Just the whole sheep. I'm talking about just laying on the rice. I was like, I'm from the hood, man. I had so many questions. Did y'all clean it? How'd you cook it? Like, is he alive? I'm looking at the sheep. The sheep is looking at me. And I imagine the sheep saying, I'm halal. I'm having issues. And this very romantic brother next to me, true story, he's eating. He's looking at me hesitate. He licked his fingers. He licked his fingers. He licked his fingers, and he went and grabbed some sheep right in this part and said, Bismillah. No, it's not no Bismillah. We can't Bismillah that. That's too much, brother. I was having a time. I also saw a 10-year-old driving a car. I needed a ride. I was standing. I got in. Wallahi, I got in. I needed a ride. I was staying out by Jabal al-Nur, and I needed to get to the bottom. And this kid jumped up, and I was like, oh, man. Bismillah. But I had questions like, do y'all have insurance? And he says, yes. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta stop. Oh, I was having fun because I learned the Arabs don't have the letter P in their language. So the brother, everything with the P would come out to be like, please. I was young, don't judge me. Please, brothers, please. Right. And I was like, he said, please. He's like, please, we have big problem. Yani, there are a lot of holes, yani. There's a lot of holes, yani, holes. We need to raise funds to fill the buttholes. I said, what he say? And his hand gesture was, yani, we need to fill the butthole. I filled the, he wanted to say pot. Oh. And then he said, because, yani, brothers and sisters, brothers are barking. They're barking. When he said barking, and his brother, I was like, I imagine a whole bunch of brothers in white thobes just, I was like, why are they barking? I had so many questions. But he wanted to say, parking, yani, please. Okay. In closing, white people. White, talking about intersectionality. White people. I want to apologize because we use your voice, okay? We call it the white voice, okay? All right, we use it. We didn't ask your permission, ma'am. We didn't ask you, but when we wanted to get a job, we don't be like, hey, what up, y'all hiring? We be like, excuse me. Would like to know if you guys are hiring. And when you guys hear us on the phone, then it's less alarming, right? And then we may get the interview. Then we have to be like, okay, let's try to get this job. Look, white people, I'm sorry, okay? What I found out, the Arabs, they use it too. Threw me off. Boy, I didn't understand. I said, oh my God, the Arabs actually have a white voice. I couldn't understand it because I was doing my Arabic alphabet. I couldn't get the khas right. I couldn't get it right? But I was like, how are they having songs and singing and these alphabets? I didn't know, but I found out. It's amazing. They have songs, amazing songs. But they have a white voice. I got on this plane. And you know when you get on the plane and then they be like, welcome to Delta Airlines, and all that kind of stuff. They do that. Instead of that, it was an Etihad Airlines. And the guy, he turned around and he looked in the camera and he used his white voice. سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا وما كنا له مقرنين وإنا إلى ربنا لمنقلبون مرحبا. I was like, oh my God. I had never heard a dua in this voice. I was like, the imams need to take a class. I want to hear ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. I mean, it was just connecting. I love to hear it. So we are all one, basically. Even if you didn't know, we all are in this thing together. Like, hi. Like, I want to meet that first Muslim white valley girl. In my mind, she'd be like, oh my Allah. Like, but yes, okay, listen, I'm going to take this video because people need to know that we was rocking out together. And you guys gave me love. I appreciate it. Some of you guys, I saw you. You were raised like me, like everything is haram. You didn't laugh out loud. You were holding your laugh like you were holding on to wudu. In the last rakat. Like, you know when you're in that last rakat and you're like, oh, no. I don't want to start over. It's the fourth one, like, oh, no. You don't want to go into ruku because you don't want to break your wudu. Like, I know. So we have fun. We have fun. I'm sorry, Maureen. That was for them. You know what I mean? She was like, "What is that?" I'm sorry. I had some other some black jokes where they really wanted me to be. I wish you guys could have been there. Talking about movies, I would make this movie of what it was like when the black Muslims came out of the church and they were like, oh, we Muslim now because we believe Jesus, you know, and we want to follow what Jesus said. But they, instead of saying like, they thought the kuppah had to be like the black church. So they was, I said Allah, and they put English in between. Y'all wasn't there. I said, because Allah is Akbar. Like, it made sense. It made sense to us because we understood. I said, Allah is Akbar. Don't you want to go to Jannah? And we had to, you don't understand. You wasn't there. I will make that movie. Okay, we are at Sundance with MPAC Hollywood Bureau, and we are at the Muslim House. It's 2026, and we were having so much fun. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm gonna post that tomorrow. I need you guys to, يعني, please. Follow me. Please, يعني. شكرا, السلام عليكم.
The movie opens up on February 7th, Time Hoppers, in 550 AMC theaters. I have to go to the bathroom really bad. That was crazy. That was awesome.